Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk to you about one of the best features of the 16-inch MacBook Pro and why you should buy this computer. Don't go away. Hi guys. Earlier this year I purchased the latest 16-inch MacBook Pro, and in this video I want to highlight what I think one of the best features of this machine is, and one that in my opinion is really flying under the radar. So a few months ago my ever faithful workhorse, the 2013 15-inch MacBook Pro, finally passed away, and I really needed to get a replacement. So I bought the base model 16-inch MacBook Pro. I'll explain why shortly. This model has a 2.6 GHz 9th generation Intel Core i7 processor with 16 GB of RAM, the AMD Radeon Pro 550M graphics processor, and 512 GB of SSD storage. Plus the glorious Retina screen, updated scissor keyboard, not to mention the gigantic trackpad. Whew, that is quite a mouthful. Now I was quite keen to upgrade the RAM and the storage to 32 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage. However, when I went to place the order, this was when New Zealand was still in Alert Level 3 lockdown, any modifications to the base models showed shipping dates a couple of months in the future, whereas just buying the base unaltered model meant that they would ship it straight away. So I went with the base model, but before I pulled the trigger, I did a little research. Quick question for you. Do you have the base model 16-inch MacBook Pro? And if you do, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. So I was contemplating a MacBook Pro 13-inch for its portability, but I realized I really enjoyed the extra real estate of the larger screen on the 16-inch model and really didn't want to give it up. Add to the fact that I'm getting old, and anything that makes it easier to see things on screen, the better. Now, the thing that swayed my purchase decision were a couple of reviews I saw on YouTube. One was from the Everyday Dad, where he reviews the computer. And when he does reviews of Apple products, he often only buys the base model. I think in this case he bought an Apple certified refurbished model. But the real kicker for me was this review from Luke Miani, where he does a test of the base model. I'll leave a link to both reviews in the description below. So as I said, he did a test of the base model, including a comparison to the same 2013 15-inch MacBook Pro that I was upgrading from, which was awesome. Usually when you're looking at reviews of Apple computers, they're generally from very well-known YouTubers who tend to buy or get given the highest spec model with all the bells and whistles, and as a result tend not to be that relevant for average Joes like me. These were the two real-world reviews that really helped me make up my mind, and I'll put links to both of them in the description below. So in terms of performance, yes, the new 16-inch is amazing. My most resource-hungry applications are Final Cut Pro 10 for video editing, and then Lightroom and Luminar 4 for photo editing. Other than that, I do the usual, watch YouTube and other streaming services, web browsing, word processing, emails, Zoom calls and stuff like that. Even though it's the base model, I have had no performance issues, no lag or any delays, something that Luke Miani highlights as well. This is one of the few base model Apple products that he actually recommends. But there is one feature that I think a lot of the reviews I have seen on the machine have either glossed over or not really made much of a big deal about, and that is the speakers and sound performance. Oh my god, the sound is amazing. Now the advertising on the Apple website doesn't hide anything. They do say that it's a 6-speaker sound system, dual force cancelling woofers. Is that even a thing? What does that even mean other than, I don't know, but it sounds cool. And to be fair, in the review that Marcus Brownlee posted, he does highlight how good the speakers are.
So when editing that Cybertruck video, I just used the built-in speakers and this thing was the real deal.
But the thing is, you don't really get it until you hear them. Now in my use of the machine over the last few months, I've actually thought that the sound was pretty good, but 99% of the time I've experienced the sound through headphones. But it wasn't until one night when my wife and I decided to go to bed and watch some Suits on the laptop, relax, watch some entertainment and crank the sound up a bit when I went, wow, that sounds awesome. It didn't feel like we were watching a laptop. I mean, over the years you've just got used to the pretty tinny sound of laptop speakers, and to get the best sound performance you tend to wear headphones. But to hear the performance of the speakers themselves, wow, I mean holy shit, that is so good. The depth of the sound, the bass especially, sounded like the quality you get from a sound system. It was awesome, and I just love watching things on this machine so much. So yes, when buying a laptop we do tend to focus on processor performance, RAM, storage and all those good things, and rightly so, because the primary use of the machine is to get stuff done. But in my opinion, one of the most underrated features of this laptop is the sound. It's like a huge bonus because you buy the machine for all that other stuff, but you get this as well. So if you're on the fence of making a decision on whether to buy the 16-inch MacBook Pro and it's ticked all the boxes you're weighing up, add this box. In fact, add this box to your checklist and tick it. Do it.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it!
So there you go guys, hopefully another compelling reason, if you need it anymore, to pull the trigger on buying the 16-inch MacBook Pro. But before I go, if you use Final Cut Pro 10 for your video editing like I do, check out this video where I show you a quick and easy way to do title presets to save you heaps of time doing your thumbnails. And check out this one where I show you how to create effects presets. If you got value from the video, please hit the like button below, and if you like this type of content, consider subscribing. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace! I've always wanted to do that at the end of a video. They look cool in videos I've watched, and I don't know, it just looked cool. That's a wrap.